I got some official news to break, and it turns out that not next week, but the week after, I'm finally going to have another big break. Now, it is said to last for a couple weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, I heard. So, that's it's pretty much gonna start right in the last week of August. Now, I already know what my plans are, some of them, but you know, I still gotta have more to plan out, other than what I already planned for that upcoming big break, the next big break, right? So I get another blessing there, another advantage to take. As I now finally get another opportunity to deal with what I need to deal with more often. You know, just hoping that this break right here will finally get me to see some light in the tunnel. Now, obviously, I know that my job hunting which has been a major struggle for a majority of this year, since I only had one job interview. That was like in late January. I need to just really, really, really buckle down and, just I'm gonna have more time for myself, definitely. So that's first and foremost. As this next big break comes up, I know it's gonna be kind of a long week because I still got next week, and I know this weekend is still going. But when that time comes, I really gotta start prepping. Hell, even the next coming week, I gotta start prepping for it. So that's that first thing. Second thing is, as I go with this topic of my breaking news here, I know I'm currently on my solo plan, but it seems like I'm not sure like how long that's gonna take, and it may very well cut short. I wanted to push it, but originally for as long as I wanted to. Now, of course, as everyone knows, I'm talking about all my remaining friends here who know about my situation. As I'm still working in that dump, you know, um, they know how mentally corrupt I've been. Every time I'm there, and they know pretty much all the BS and everything that just went wrong in that dump. You know what I'm saying? That has affected me mentally. That in these recent years, as I'm and may possibly go into my 13th year, but I hope not. I want to, as my next big break comes up, after next week, then it's finally time for me to gain more job interviews. As needed. Got to continue taking these courses as I should. If that's the only way I'm gonna get myself out of this mess before things get worse, before more friends I have may just perceive me as, just somebody that I'm not, and that I may just be a total harm to them. You know what I'm saying? So, as far as that solo plan is concerned, I might just put it to a halt pretty soon. And it's just hard for me at this point, and especially since I have another big break opportunity coming. As I announce this breaking news about, my next big break coming up, which may last 2 or 3 weeks. But that may well cut short because for the sake of, well, one reason is for my basketball shoot-around season, I did plan on doing a road game in my own home court with Russ and whoever else wants to join for that shoot-around. That's going to be a primetime game as I plan it. It's going to be in my home court in Cerritos Park East. So may happen once, may happen twice, we'll see. But I do plan on that before the season ends. I do got about, what is my count on how many road games now? I already have 51. So I think I need about 11 more. So I can definitely put that one into play as as the season progresses. Heroes Park, aka formerly known as San Marino Park, is another one. So I'll put that into the schedule as well. You know, as I go into my next big break. And Zimmerman Park is another one. And yeah, so I've given it a thought about doing my home court as a road game, where Russ would be the host, and that's the one I really want to make happen. You know, just for me, just for the sake of me trying to get one, right? So, and as well as celebrating his and Ray's birthdays together. So, you know, as blessed as I am to see another opportunity like this happen, I think I better make this happen in general, because, you know, it's not very often that I get opportunities like this. So it's a blessing for me. I'm thankful for another big break coming up, and so I got more time for myself and really needing to do what I need to do, or what I wanted to get over with, right? So if Dewey wants to celebrate his birthday sooner, then, you know, if my next big break continues on to the second week, which for sure may be the case, then I'll talk it out with him. And so it seems like now it's just, as much as I really want to push this solo plan, and look, I know, like, being in my dump, like, to just feel what I feel, it's making me want to just really push this solo plan when, you know, now I just really got to see myself, like, just focusing on that big break coming up. So, you know, I'll finally be able to relax again. You know what I'm saying? I'm finally able to just mentally relax and have everything go my way, at least for a short period of time, you know? So I just got to take the opportunity. Now, as far as, like, how this month is going to go, look, I know what happened this entire week. I know what transpired, and, you know, it's been very rough, and I wanted to already grade my August to go to where I might possibly go 0-8, but because of this next big break coming up, I don't want to go that far yet. I don't want to, like, you know, go with that official result yet. I'm gonna wait until, you know, this month officially ends, and it seems like my next big break may go towards the end of the month, which is August 31. And speaking of August 31, I think I'll have an opportunity to do breakfast only with Carlos. So I'll talk with him as well on that, especially with Russ. So lots of things about to happen. So I think I might just have to you know, as far as my solo plan is concerned, I might just have to put that to a halt. So for the sake of this big break coming up, because I wanted to be able to get these friendship hangouts and these plans just done and over with, since I haven't been able to go out for, like, the past couple of weeks, if I'm not mistaken. So it's really time for me to just get through this. I know I got to be patient. I know it's only this weekend, and you know, going into next week, being back in my dump. But as much as possible, I really want to start focusing on, you know, my next big break coming up, which will be, again, not next week, but the week after. So good for me to see that happen. I mean, I feel like every now and then I may get these. So, you know, I just had one, like, you know, in July I had my 2.5 week big break, and then, like, towards the end of July to, like, early August, I was able to get about several days. So who knows if I'll get another one. But again, you know, I can't really keep hoping for these, even if I, you know, it seems like I may be getting these a little more often. Remember, I got to keep working on what I got to work on, and it starts with a new job. I've been saying it over and over again, especially in my past videos. So a new job is only going to get me so far to making better life choices, and especially gaining my permanent space that I need. But this is a topic I just want to discuss. I just thought I'd break this to, you know, to where I can finally just find myself in mentally relaxed and in peace. But for as long as I'm still in this dump, I just gotta continue to deal with what I gotta deal with. So I know that I just really hate to see myself be there every single day, and because it is 12 and a half years for me that I'm just seeing just more and more BS and more favoritism, and everything that I've said with that, to where I've been cooking this goddamn place and just losing it. You know what I'm saying? So, and especially after what transpired this entire week, I told you it's gonna come down to just applying for several jobs, and I've done that for these last 3 days. And despite how rough this week has been, especially what transpired like toward the end of the week, it's just a red flag warning for me to just continue. If I have to, I really gotta apply for like 10. And I know, like I said, I may get another call on the way if I get lucky, but at the same time, I gotta keep going with what I'm doing, because that's the only way that I can just, hope for better things to happen. I need to see some light in the tunnel. Every time I get a job interview call, an opportunity to, to go for a job interview, then hell, that's already seeing some light, like, right at the end of the tunnel. Just trying to climb my way out of it. It's far, but at least it's a sign that that I may reach it. So I'm just waiting. Just for the next call to be when I'm hired, and then I'll be in peace for good, and then I'll be myself again. Whether people just want to believe me or not. I said what I said, so I'm gonna leave it at that, man. So let me know what you guys think. My big break is coming, but I can't keep hoping for these. I gotta continue doing what I'm doing, but I am blessed to have another one in. So, all right, see you guys later. Peace.